What's up, guys? I'm Taylor Smith, and this is my creative process. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of How to Stay Creative. I'm Taylor Smith, and today I'm going to tell you about my creative process. So a little bit about me. I am from Macomb, Mississippi originally, and I've learned everything I know. Man, my glasses are fogging up. I can't do this. So I am a videographer, and I specialize in music festivals, but I kind of got my start on the mountains, actually, in Big Bear, California. I met a group of snowboarders who were way too talented to not be documenting what they were doing on the mountains. So it was kind of a win-win situation there. I learned how to snowboard and also learned how to do cinematography at the same time. So yeah, it was definitely a unique experience. So I kind of got involved in the music scene when some friends of mine from college, they started producing music. And once again, it was one of those things where I was like, man, you guys are way too good to not be showing the world what you're producing on a bigger scale. You know, you've got to be on YouTube, you've got to be on social media, you got to be out there. So it started with a little show, and one thing led to another, and the next year I was shooting music festivals, and I just fell in love with it. It's that combination of creating art in the moment, but also the post-editing side of wrapping everything up and really summarizing what it was like being there, not only for people who were there that particular year, but also people who want to come check out the festival next year. It's probably my favorite type of work I do right now. So some of the things that help me stay creative, honestly, I ask questions like this, like, how do you stay creative? What do you do? Going into a show, I do prepare a little bit, but I don't like to over prepare. You've got to leave room for just whatever happens in the moment. I do like to go in with a shot list, though, having these particular shots of what I can capture. When it's all said and done, things happen in the moment, and you got to be there. You got to be ready to capture it. So in my editing process, something that really helps me, besides 8 cups of coffee, just getting a feel for the footage and watching it over and over and over again, because a lot of times the footage writes itself. If you go in there with a game plan of how you're going to make a particular shot or a sequence of shots fit into a timeline, it doesn't necessarily always work out. You really need to spend time with the footage and just watch it again and again and again until you get an understanding of the attitude and the atmosphere that the shots take on themselves. So this is my little editing area here. This is where all the magic happens. But I guess some of the biggest pointers I could give off the top of my head would be to, organize all of your clips properly in the beginning. The last thing you want is to go through, all of this editing, hours of editing, and then look back on it and not be able to find one particular clip that you need. So by setting yourself up for success in the beginning, you're much more likely to end up with a better finished product. Secondly, kind of what I touched on earlier would be to watch all of the footage through. Of course, go ahead and cut out the bits and pieces that you're not going to use, but if you see a particular, 1, 2, 3 seconds that you're going to get, chop it up, label it, color it, whatever, put it in a bin that you're going to come back to. But yeah, other than that, just really understanding the flow and the purpose of the video. A lot of times with festivals, you want to just be hype and cinematic and beautiful, and not every shot does that. So it's really just selecting which ones have that mood that you're looking for. And the best way to do that is to have them all in one spot, easily accessible, and just becoming more familiar with your footage. So yeah, thank you for taking the time to watch today. I really appreciate it. Everyone who's supporting me out there, who's been along the journey, and everyone along for the ride now at this point, I really appreciate it.